ShameZGameZ here. Welcome back to a brand new video. Now today I'm gonna be talking about how to get wins inside of Fortnite Battle Royale, solo, duo. I wouldn't go so far as squads, just because you're gonna be running a little low on loot if you play in squads. Duos and solos, this is a perfect strategy for. And I guess let's just get right into it. So this is a live commentary. I just want to put that out there, so I might stutter a bit, but and I might not win the game, obviously. So when you load into the game, you want to look at your bus route. So if your bus route is coming from the left side, I mean the right side, the right side, all the way in the middle, you have a pretty bad bus ride for this strategy. If your bus ride is coming from the top, the bottom, or the right, you should be okay. Now, as you can see, my bus ride is not the best, but where I'm gonna try to land is right here. If you guys don't know what this place is, this is crates. Well, people call it crates, people call it shipment yard, people call it a bunch of stuff. And it's a very different place than any other area on the map. And it is one of the best, I must say. Let me give you some details. Landing crates, you have 9 pallets. Pallets, if you don't know what pallets are, they're those stacks of wood that give you about 40-50 wood each, okay? There's 9 of them, so if we do the math, that should be like almost 400 wood. Like 450. Yeah, like 450 wood, okay? To the left of crates, there's a big forest. In this big forest, there's hella trees. You can easily farm up to max wood. Obviously, crates has a lot of metal. Now, the only reason I would ever farm metal here is if I was in really deep zone. Okay. And not if you're out of zone. If you're out of zone, I recommend you not farm metal. It's going to be a waste of your time. Because the crates are very powerful and not the easiest things to farm. Now, there's going to be a few vending machine spawn locations around crates. One being at crates itself, right in the little garage area just next to the 3 pallets. And in my game, we have a legendary scar, a legendary heavy sniper, and a legendary suppressed scar. Coming out here, there's a chest spawn here, some loot down there, chest spawn up there, chest spawn there, chest spawn here, loot spawn here, chest spawn there. And don't play yourself here, guys. You can just jump right into that crate. You don't have to build again. Loot spawn here. In my case, it's some shield. It's always a good sign. Let's check out our zone. We're pretty decent in zone. I'm still not going to farm metal because obviously I'm not a fan of it unless it's cars. Another chest spawn right at the top of the stairs. Another loot spawn, some boxes that you can break for an easy 5 or 6 wood. You can grab another loot spawn right here and below, and then another chest spawn. The final chest spawn, that's going to be at the very top of the what am I saying? The area. That's the final. That's usually the last chest I go for. Once you have all the chests, you can just come over here. This is my favorite spot to go after I loot crates. Obviously, I didn't get all the pallets. I will show you the pallets right after I'm done. I like to farm these few rocks over here. These can easily get you up to 300, 400. There is one more chest spawn inside this truck that usually is there. I usually find it almost every game, and they usually supply some good stuff. Over here, if you go straight west from the truck and turn left, there's a big tree with a bunch of big bricks around it, and this is an easy 600 brick. Now, as you guys can tell, crates is not very consistent. It doesn't give consistent good loot, and it's very mixed, just like every other place ever. But it's not big, so it's not always gonna give you what you want. So farm up all these bricks. By now you should have a decent amount of brick, and probably enough to where you don't really need to farm brick for the rest of the game unless you're overbuilding. So if you end up running out of brick, you're probably overbuilding, unless you're fighting somebody that's overbuilding. Here we go. We're at around 850 brick now, and I'm gonna head into whaling to get some extra wood and to get that loot drop that has dropped, which you never know, it could happen to you too. So, oh, I forgot to mention, if you're not max brick and you don't feel comfortable not having max brick, you can just farm these rocks and get max brick. But if you're like me, I'm impatient. I don't really like to sit here and farm the whole game. I like to try to kill people and go for the win. But I'm not only going for kills, and I'm not only going for the win. I'm playing as strategic as possible, and my number one priority is the win. Obviously, it should be yours too. That's why you're watching this video. Over the shoot shop, end up getting an RPG. I recommend you guys to always pick up an RPG. If an RPG drops anywhere, I would always drop something in your inventory for it. Like, it really comes in handy, and it'll definitely help you as long as you can aim it properly and not blow yourself up. And if you're not full shield, you can easily find some mushrooms around Wailing Woods, bring yourself up in some more mats, and even get some quick loot around the area. With I'm not sure when they added them. It might have been last season, it might have been this season, I'm not sure. But there's cabins in Wailing Woods now, and yeah, you can get some apples in one of them, and easily some extra loot that you might just want, I guess. I always like to carry a grapple. It's just my personal opinion. You guys don't have to, obviously. It's not oof. It's not mandatory. I recommend you guys get as much material as possible. The more material, the better, obviously. But don't just farm every single tree. Just farm the ones that you kind of just see right in the path. Just follow your path that you're going, and whatever is like right next to you, that's what I recommend you farm. Because especially if you're running through whaling, you're still gonna have a good amount of mats when you come out, if you're following what I just said. My zone is gonna push me back toward crates, so I'm gonna go back to crates, get the few pallets that I did not get at first. And let's see, the expedition outpost is not in zone, so we're gonna push into this forest over here. And if we are still not max wood, we'll go from whatever amount we have up to max wood, and then we'll probably push into retail because I am an aggressive player, and we'll see how it goes from there. Once we finish killing or getting killed at retail, we'll see how it goes. Now guys, I don't want you giving me hate for you not being able to win with this strategy. It's not a 100% guaranteed strategy. You still obviously need to have skill. You can't have no thumbs and win a game just by following what I said in this video. It just, and you also need to have a good mindset. You need to think about the win. So, am I gonna hit this shot? If I take this shot, am I gonna get third partied? If I start fighting this guy, am I gonna get shot down? There's so many things that need to run through your mind all at the same time. So you obviously have to give a good battling mindset, and always keep other things in mind, like what could happen. Don't hope for those things to happen, but make sure you know that they could happen. And if you're not full shield, like almost every other place with trees, you can find some more mushrooms. But by now, I'm sure you're full shield because you're probably a bit luckier than me. Let's push into retail, and once this zone closes in 33 seconds, we will see where I have to go. There's a fight over in retail. I'm gonna push toward that. I'm not gonna take a shot until somebody dies and I have a clear open shot. I know it's kind of a douche move, but you gotta do what you gotta do, man. So push in a bit. Easily taking out that guy because I hit him with a cheeky RPG shot. And that's the kind of things you guys need to look for. You need to time things good and get everything perfect. You want everything to go as perfect as possible. Use the least amount of ammo possible and make the least amount of noise. And as soon as you're done battling, get out of there. You never want to stay in the same spot after you battle somebody. It just doesn't help. It doesn't help in any way. It doesn't benefit you. It really doesn't do anything in your favor. It just allows people to locate you a lot easier. Planes are a big thing you need to watch out for in this season. Hopefully they go away with next season, because obviously not a lot of people like them. People only like them when they're in them. And there's a guy in this house. So make sure to stay very careful. Shoot a rocket through the window. Obviously get a cheeky shot again. And look for the cheeky shot through the roof. Now, like I said, guys, watch how fast I loot this guy. I saw some loot at the bottom of the house. So I'm gonna go down here, see what I need over here, and I'm out. I want to get out of there as quick as possible, because obviously the guy in the plane knows where I'm at. He missed his few shots. He might come back. You never know. So I'm gonna get out of there as fast as possible. And this strategy, it's not like you're gonna finish the game with 1 or 2 kills. You're probably gonna get around 5 or 6 kills. That's a normal rotation if you're a good player. But if you're really trying to go for wins, I would avoid people at all costs. But I always try to fight people whenever I can kill them. It just it helps you in a lot of ways. Being semi-aggressive, but also having a good mindset on the battlefield, it definitely helps. If you're in zone, I recommend you to stay stationary. Try to keep to one spot, and make sure if you're hiding out in the open, make sure you're checking all your angles, even places where it looks like no one can come up on you. But like, you never know. People are crazy in this game, so make sure you're looking around. I recommend you guys stick to a certain area in the last 1 or 2 zones. So like the final zone and like the second to last zone, I recommend you guys stay in one area, kind of learn where everything is. So in my area, I'm gonna try to stick around to the houses, because I know there is some extra minis inside the in the little broken house. I didn't take that rift to go, which that might be a bad thing for me, honestly, in the future, because I might need it for a rotation. And look at this, guys, we are already in top 5. A lot of people don't make it to top 5, obviously. 95 people in the game don't make the top 5, so obviously not too many people make it to top 5. 5% of the game makes it to top 5, obviously. Now top 4, only 3 more enemies remaining. I know where 2 of them are. This guy's standing completely still, so I'm gonna take a few shots, hit him for 48 twice. That's gonna allow this guy to rush him and most likely take him out. And if he doesn't and he gets killed, I know that the other guy is a really good player, and I don't want to mess with him. Look at this, guys. Now we're in top 3. This guy looks like a half decent player, and I have no idea where the other guy is. But as you guys can tell, I have a really good amount of mats, and I have the confidence to win this game. Okay. I can now see that these players are going to start fighting. I'm gonna look where this zone is, and it looks to me, okay, the one has 0 shield, guys. So I'm gonna, now it's a 1v1. Not sure who won the fight, but I'm hoping that it was the guy with the no shield, just to make this a bit easier on myself. I'm gonna try to get this high ground on the mountain and keep it so I cannot get shot down. This guy has a really good angle to heal up. Look at that, guys. Like I said, Easy wins, just like that. 4 kills. It's not bad, and it's just the easiest way to get wins in this season, guys. If you guys did find this video helpful, please make sure you subscribe. Go check out my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/TTV ShameZGameZ. Spell out the same as my gamer tag right there in the top left corner. So I hope this video helped you out. I really do hope this video helped you out, and I'll see you guys all. Wait, shout out to MAYO. This video was kind of based off his. I kind of thought the same thing before I watched the video. I always land crates. It's one of my favorite spots because I pretty much know everything about it. And shout out to my boy Llama himself. He's a cool dude. And yeah, peace, guys.